got to my senior year, luckily, I got this mini, you could say, like, internship, like, working in the office, and it really struck to me, like, what they did there in the office and, like, the staff. It really intrigued me, and I'm like, wow, this is something I might want to do. So I asked around the staff that was there, and they're like, well, you need higher education. So at that point, I was like, wow, if I want a job like this that I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to need higher education. So at that point, I decided I am going to college. But then the obstacle was deciding if I was going to a community college or university. And every counselor and teachers always pressure you, go to university, it's the best thing, it's the best thing. But I thought, I'm not the type of person that could deal with so much stress. So that's when I was like, I don't want to deal with the university, higher debt, I was like, community college is the best thing. So I ignored all the things they ever told me and decided what I wanted. So that's why I knew that Cerritos here was going to give me the education that I needed to get that job that I wanted. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today, of what convinced me to go to Cerritos College, how I chose my major, and what I plan to do with my education to solve a social problem. So starting with, first I'm going to talk about is what convinced me to come to Cerritos College. The first thing that convinced me to come to Cerritos College was my sister, because she came here too. So she had a lot of her experience being here and knowing what she studied for. I knew I had her back, and she was going to give me the advice and support that I needed to get the classes that I wanted to come here in Cerritos College. And I knew, as everyone says, Cerritos College is very convenient for everyone because it's closer and it's a good school here, and there's a lot of good programs that there's so many opportunities. So I'm going to talk about how I chose my major. I chose my major, and my major is studies of communication. I chose this major because I wanted something that could use in an everyday matter. Because some education or some majors, they're for a specific thing, and I wanted a major that whatever job I could get, it's gonna help me in whatever state. And also what helped me also decide on that was also the support of my sister, because I remember she also changed her major like 2 times, and she said, it's okay if you change your major, because now I see the example she is. She graduated from here with an AA in interpreting and translating, and now she's in a perfect job that she loved, that she's been working for 5 years, and now she's the manager of that company. So I saw that example, I'm like, wow, that's a career that's good, and that's what I wanted, and that's what helped me choose my major, that I want that kind of job. So now that I talked about how I chose my major, I'm going to talk about what problem I want to solve with my education. What I want to solve is the diversity that there is when it comes to language and culture. There's so many languages and cultures nowadays, it's so hard to communicate, but that's what I want to do. When it comes to communication, there's so many ways to communicate with people, not only by talking, but also by, other languages. You could even learn a language to help and communicate with other people. So that's what really struck to me, that communication is a very aspect of an everyday living. So to wrap it up now, that I talked about what convinced me to come here to Cerritos College, and how I chose my major and what I wanted, how do I use education to solve a problem. I hope that when you think about this, you don't have to worry of what happens, how life is going to be, because when you know life is going to be a perfect experience, and you're going to have all the goals that you want to reach in your life.